What's up people, my name's Pete. This is another instalment of the Pilot 520 rebuild, the Hooligan. This is probably the biggest job we've done on it so far. We're putting a new floor in. We've already done the stringers, they've all been glassed in and strengthened up, and now it's come to put the floor in. We're not going with marine ply, we're actually going with 20mm NIDAPLAS. Anyway, here we go, on with the video.
You hear about these atrocities?
Right, here we go people. NIDAPLAS floor. What is NIDAPLAS? Well, in previous years people have used marine ply, normal ply. There's no new products, it's been out for a while. It's a honeycomb plastic which you layer up on both sides with fiberglass and resin, and then it stiffens up. I'll just show you what it looks like before in the raw state. Right, as you can see, this stuff is light as a feather. This is 20mm. Cost wise, got 3 sheets, 8x4 of 20mm NIDAPLAS for probably the equivalent of a sheet and a third of a decent marine ply. But the good thing is this stuff doesn't rot. The only problem is once it's down you can't bolt anything through it because there's no substance to it whatsoever. I'll just show you on this piece here now. This is an offcut from the bunks I've put in. As you can see, there's a honeycomb section in the middle. This has only had 2 layers of 450 GSM and resin, and as you can see it's stiff as a board. So what we're actually doing, these are the panels. This one's had 2 layers of fiberglass and resin on. Just waiting for this to go off, and I'll be putting another 2 layers on the top side of it, and then once it's in the boat there'll be another layer of 450 chop strand going over the top. I'll just show you how we lay it up when we come to the other side. Right, as you see, this is the top side. I've had a quick wipe over with some acetone, get any crap off it. On the side now had 2 layers. These are 2 rolls of 450 chop strand that's going to go on. I'll have to use plenty of resin. I'll probably get them on in quick succession on top of one another. So here we go. I'm going to mix some resin up now and then I'll get back to you then. Right, here we go. We've got a resin mixed up, 2% catalyst, and I'm using a 6-inch roller instead of a 4-inch roller. Bigger area, so it'll be a bit quicker. I've also got a roller to consolidate it to take the air bubbles out. These rollers are cheap and cheerful. They actually use these for fiberglass roofing. So here we go, let's get on with it. Plenty of resin on. Let's not mistage it. Keep it flowing. So once you put your catalyst in, it's time constraint. You'll get it down. So mix another lot up before I start with matting, and we can get on with it. But as it is, I give it a good soaking. I do believe this NIDAPLAS surface comes in different forms, but this is like a paper, to be honest. I don't think it is like, but it looks like it. Plenty on skin. Remember, you'll be walking on and off this all the time. You don't want it delaminating. Let's get this rolled out and get some more mixed up. far better to get everything ready before we start resining up. What I'll do now, I'll cut the camera. You don't want to be watching me put another one on, but once I put the other layer on, we'll be consolidating it down with a paddle roller. Make sure we've got all the air out. So we'll get back to it when we put in the handling the boat. I'll show you what we're gluing it down with. Right, we've got some fumed silica, we've got some 3mm choppies, and we've got a mixture of resin and catalyst. I'll just go to the boat. In the boat, I've ground back where it's going to sit. It's been acetone down over and over again. So we're just going to apply the paste and get the floor panel down. Right, here we go. This is our adhesive. Plenty in. Remember, it's been glassed over again, all the lot. Right, that's all NIDAPLAS flooring. As you see on the floor, we've actually marked out, that's where steering column's going in, where we glued the original column to a new column. And this is where the homemade seat boxes are going in. We've already marked it up. Floor's been roughed up with 40 grit. We're going to give it a good wipe over with acetone first, liven it up a bit, and then we'll get them glued down. We're going to use the same mix that we used to put the floor down, and then once it's all set off, will be 2 or 3 coats round the bottom of the seat boxes of resin and 450 chopped strand. Then when that's set off, we'll roughen that up, and then full sheets front to back, 450 GSM resin up, and that'll be it then, floor complete. Right, that's a new steering column glued in, and 2 seat boxes. We're now going to put multiple layers around the bottom where the lip is, and then when we've done that, we'll put a full sheet all over the boat floor from front to back. I'll just get on with that. Right, here we go. An hour later, both seat boxes in, standalone steering columns in. It's had 3 layers of 450 chopped strand, like round the bottom, torn so it blends into the floor, and plenty of resin. The boxes and the column have been glued down with resin, hardener, some Cavasil, and some 3mm chopped strands. It's gone rock hard. That won't be going anywhere. The plan is now is the whole floor from front to back, the sides along there, and all the way around. I'm going to put another 2 to 3 layers of 450 chopped in, grind the sides back a bit more, and then once that's set off, we're going to sand all floor down with 40 grit acetone, and then front to back full pieces, and that's it then. That means then that the floor has had 2 layers of 450 chopped strand on the bottom and 3 layers of 450 chopped strand on the top. I'll get back to you when we start doing that in a couple of days. Right people, here we go. Floor's down, as we saw in the last instalment. But the problem is we've had some really bad weather recently, and outside. So anyway, yesterday I managed to get the floor tabbed in on one side, and I'm just going to show you how we tab the floor in on the other side. I'll just show you what we've done. There's along there plenty of resin, and there's actually 3 layers of 458 chop strand, nice and solid. Once we've done the other side, right to the back, that's the back. Once we've done the other side, pick a nice day, and then we'll get the final sheet of fiberglass down on the floor. We've got the seat boxes in, they were glued in, and we've got the steering pedestal glued in. Then we made 2 new boxes at the front. They just need finishing off because of the hollow construction of the product we're using, the NIDAPLAS. I've had to fill the edges in. We'll sand that back down, and that is filled in with polyester resin, hardener, glass bubbles, I think they call them, and a bit of Cavasil thickened up. That's gone actually rock hard, so it just wants sanding off. Then all that is going to get another layer of 450 chop strand, and then we're actually going to top coat it all. Right, I'll just show you what we do now with the fiberglass. Right, comes to the fiberglass now. Now instead of just cutting it, we're going to rip it. The reason being is the shaft edge will actually blend in better once we come to put it down, but the problem is they're 1 metre wide, these rolls, so if you shorten it, trim a piece off and tear it from there, it actually helps you to work with the fiberglass. It's a pain in the arse trying to actually put a full length 1 metre of tape in, so usually shorten it and make it a lot easier. There you go. Trim that off. Get the edge that's already ragged. I'm going to tear it off now. It's about 4-inch strip. As you see, it gives you a torn edge. I'll just tear that edge off so it'd be easy to blend in. And let's see it now, when you come to use it, you put that edge on, it blends in. So we'll rip the rest of it up. It's quite easy to tear. There we go. So we'll carry on until we've got all that, and I'll show you what we're going to do inside the boat. Right, there we go. Should have enough now, as you see. We're all frayed on the edge, so it should blend in better. So I've cut some at about 2-inch, just over, and some at a 4-inch, just over. Next thing, we'll get some resin mixed up, and we'll get them laid down. Right, the old edge has been roughed up with 40 grit all the way down. It's had a good wiping over with acetone, nice and clean. We'll get some resin mixed up now, and we'll get this lashed in and see how it goes. Like I said, 3 layers in all, and then over the top of all this I'm going to put 1 layer from front to back, and then after that we'll top coat it. Right, here we go. Let's get some resin down, get some resin, plenty of resin, don't skimp on it. Only mix what you can use at one time. The reason being, once it starts to go, it goes like a rocket. Now we could have beveled this joint off here, where the floor meets the side. I just thought plenty of resin, jobs are good. Right, we'll start with 2-inch strip first, get rid of that leaf. I'll just show you one. No point in having to put up with while we're doing all the lot. Right. Plenty in, stipple it in. As you can see straight away, where you've torn it, it starts to blend in. like an invisible joint. If you'd have cut that, you end up with a straight edge, and you don't want that. It'll show. Once this has gone off, it'll look like it's portrait boat. Well, this portrait boat, but it'll be smooth joint. The emulsion on the fiberglass matting is now broken down, and as you can see the resin's soaking in. So right, what I'm going to do is knock camera off now, and I'll get back to you when I've got all 3 layers in. You don't want to be sat watching for the next hour. Right, here we go. 3 layers. Blending out the side lovely. Plenty of resin. Sand that back. 40 grit. And when we sand it back, do all the floor. That's it toned off. And then get the main sheet down on the floor. That's the floor finished then, once we've top coated it. Get back to you then. Right people, here we go. After a long break of 4 months due to the weather, and I'm working outside, the floor is actually finished. I managed to get 2 full layers over the whole lot of 450 chopped strand and plenty of resin. Same at the front, the bunks they're put in, and the floor. Everything's had 2 layers over the top. Plenty of resin, really well wetted out, smoothed everything off where the bilge pump's going to be. Up the sides, it's been tabbed in beforehand with 3 layers of chopped strand and plenty of resin, and we tore the actual chopped strand, so it's blended in really well. But there you go, it's absolutely rock solid. The next job is to get the bolt off the trailer and have a look at the keel underneath. There's a bit of wear in one place, and that's about it. See you then. Well, that's the end of the video. Next one will be we're getting the boat off the trailer, getting it down its side and sorting the keel out. That's the next one. That will be the last biggest job that we've got on the boat. Like I said, this floor was one of the major ones, just like doing the transom, the 2 main ones really. I'd just like to thank Paul Oigrees and his band The Sentence once again for use of the music. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.